Once again, I want to thank you. I'll just briefly, I've already introduced my name for the purpose of I've introduced myself for the purpose of those who just joined. My name is Gideon Ahenkrai, and I worked at WAXI. Those of you that have not worked with WAXI before, WAXI, clearly, we've been in the civil society space for a number of years now. And then, of course, we've been a very good partner for provision of technology solutions and services that help organizations to do their work, most precisely civil society organizations like yourselves. So we have partnerships with Microsoft and other tech giants that we work together to be able to help organizations alike, civil society organizations, to be able to deploy the right software solutions for their work. You all know that technology has come to stay, and technology is making work easier. As civil society organizations, we are also keen on using the right solutions to be able to streamline and even automate most of the things that we do, so that at least we'll be able to achieve our mandate, to be able to pursue our mandate without having to struggle. And with the presence of technology, we are able to do work faster, smoother, and get the desired results that we need. For this reason, this particular webinar is to be focusing on helping you navigate within the opportunities, the technological opportunities that we as West Africa Civil Society Institute, what we can offer you, so you'll be able to use it to do your work. So there will be presentation on some of our rich offers that we do together. We do in partnership with Microsoft. So I've already gone through the ground rules. So I'm sure at this moment, we would love to begin. Please do not hesitate to always fill the form. The participation form is in the chat. Please do well to click on the link to fill it for us. But this afternoon, we have a very interesting and a very experienced person. She's worked for half a decade in the industry as a development practitioner, who has been in the industry helping organizations like yours to be able to improve on the work that they do. She has had very good experience in technology for development and how to equally leverage technology to bolster the work that we do as civic actors. She is in the person of Whitney Segnuma, and she will be the one to do she will do a presentation on some of the rich offers that WAXI in partnership with Microsoft have for you this afternoon. Whitney, thank you very much, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Gideon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you all here on this platform today. I can see that we have people from Nigeria, we have people from Ghana, people from London. Please keep introducing yourself in the chat comments. Mention where you are joining from so that we can know where you are currently. All right, so as my colleague mentioned, we are a capacity building organization. We were set up in 2005 by the Open Society Initiative for West Africa. So we support organizations by strengthening their capacity so that they could be more responsive, more collaborative, more sustainable, resilient through knowledge sharing, learning, connecting, and influencing. So we are operating in the 15 West Africa countries, in addition to Cameroon, Chad, and Mauritania. So how are we engaging with organizations? We engage with them through training, convenience, also through, it could be virtual, or physical, just as the webinar we are currently having. We also engage with partners via online training, physical training, also via publications, blogs, videos. And I'm sure that if you are here today is because you saw one of our publications mentioning about this webinar. All right. Yes, we are supporting organizations, but we are supporting them through various thematic, talking about either how organization can effectively communicate, talking about governance, financial management, social accountability, digital security, and many more. But today we are focusing on Microsoft Office. But why before, let's talk about TechSoup. Through the discussion, you all understand the link between TechSoup and Microsoft and the why for all this, for this webinar. So TechSoup is a non-profit organization dedicated to provide support to organization through technology donation program. And this particularly, we are focusing in on West Africa because we are operating here in West Africa. So the technology donation program is to support non-profit organizations in all the countries we are supporting by providing them with donated and discounted technology tools. So why are we implementing this program? We have been working with organizations for years now, and we realize that experience has shown that non-profit organizations are facing challenges, or let me say there is still gaps to cover in terms of technology. Instead, in terms of organizations using the right tools and for their work. So this program is to provide subsidized and donated technology products and services to all non-profit organizations to enable them to sustain and achieve their social mission with great impact using technology. So why should you be interested in this program? What are you getting from this program? So through this program, we are supporting organizations to access software and IT solutions. We are also offering discounted rates of up to 95% of the market value. We have a lot of products. We'll be talking about them, but mostly we'll focus on Microsoft Office. But during the discussion, we realize that the discounts we are offering compared to the market there is a very big difference. Because we understand that for non-profit organizations, budget is also, let me say, raising funds is also a very big component we are also considering, because most of the time, non-profit organizations budgeting for their technology, that's not really the case. So we'll discuss about those products. This program also focuses on resources. We want organizations to focus on resources where it matters most, because if we are already providing them with discounted product software, they can focus on other stuff. So through this program, we are also looking at boosting organizations' productivity and facilitate teamwork and collaboration, and also to reduce physical efforts via the products we are offering. So talking about what we have in our catalog, we have a lot of products such as Zoom, antivirus, like Bitdefender, we have Asana, we have Amazon Web, we have Windows Server, we have Microsoft 365, we have a lot of products. So I'll be going through the catalog. We'll all go through the catalog together so that you have a view of how to navigate on the platform as well. Well, even though we have all these products, our focus today is on Microsoft Office. So let's get into it. So as a nonprofit, we go through a lot of problems, trying to mobilize funds to invest in our technology. Budgeting is, as I mentioned, is an issue we are currently facing, and we are all trying to find a solution to it. So based on that, Microsoft saw that there is a peculiar need to intervene with Microsoft product for nonprofit organizations. If you are using either Mac or even if you are using any laptop, I'm sure you are all already using any Microsoft product, but it may not be product for a nonprofit organization. So when we are talking about all the products that we have discounted software. And talking about the discounted software, they are highly subsidized for your organization, for you to focus on other interventions. So I'll go to the catalog for us to have a look at it. So let me just share my screen once again. So the process is quite simple. You just have to go to West Africa.TechSoup.global. Okay, so it's loading. Once it's done, you just have to select the country. So let me just select Ghana, since I am here in Ghana. So select Ghana. And then you go straight to catalog. Please forgive me if I'm turning my head. I have a second screen that I'm looking at here. So when you go to catalog, you can see that in our catalog, we have up to 174 products. So when you come here, either you just go through the product, load more, and look for the product you are interested in. However, we have other means for research to facilitate navigation on the platform. So you can just go to, we have filters here, go to donor or company, or you can just sort it by either alphabetical order or even donor. So let me just go to donor or company, and then you look for Microsoft. As you can see here, we have Microsoft cloud subscriptions. We have Microsoft discounted software. We have Microsoft discount with software assurance Africa, and then we have Microsoft donated software. So these are, here you can get all the products you are interested in. Now, let's take few examples so that you can see the difference in what we are offering for non-profit organization, and also what you can get and at which cost you can get it on the market. So let's just take Microsoft Office Standard. I'm sure most of us are using it, because but here you can see that the commercial price is $2,034, but in our catalog you can get it at $100. So here you are saving up to $134. You can see that there is a huge difference, and this can help you in terms of budgeting. You can see that you are saving already saving money for other activities or interventions. So let's take another example. We have Windows 10 Pro as well in our products. We have a lot of products actually. So you can see that on the market, you can get it at $199, but on TechSoup, you can get it at $51. All these prices are genuine. You can check it on the net, check the price, and go to our catalog and also check if these are correct. Now, when we are talking about discounted software, just as I mentioned, we have a lot of products. So let me go back to our catalog so that we can all have a look at it together once again. As you can see, we have Windows Server Standard, we have Visual Studio Professional, we have many products. Let me go to the catalog. And as we are going through the presentation, please, if you have any question, please type in the chat, and we can take them. We will also open the floor very soon so that you can also ask your questions before we move on. And thank you for all your presentation introduction in the chat. I can see them. All right, so we are back to our catalog. Just as I said, when we go to Microsoft donated software, you can see here that we have Office for Mac. And what is really interesting here is when you click on each product, you can have a description, all the information you need to know about the particular software product. Everything is here for you. The process to acquire it is also there. So let me go back. Just as you can see, we have Office for Mac, we have Office Standard, no software assurance, we have Project, Publisher, we have Visual Studio Professional, we have Windows Pro, full operating system with no software assurance, and we also have Visual Standard with no software assurance. So just as I mentioned, when you are interested in any of these products, you just have to go to the catalog and then select it. Right. So we just spoke about the discounted software. We also have just as mentioned, we also have discounted software with software assurance. Okay, I'm sure you are wondering what's the difference between software and the software with assurance, and also software with no assurance. So the difference is quite simple. Is when let me take an example. If you buy, for example, Windows 10 with software assurance, once Microsoft release new version like 12, you can upgrade it, right? But when you have a software without assurance, you will not have the right to install new releases of this product. So this is just the difference between these two tools. Right, then at the beginning, I also mentioned about the donated software. And with us, you can get donated software for your organization. There may be a small administrative fee that is used to manage the donation program, but still, when you compare it with the market price, you can see that it's still in the benefit for you to go for the non-profit product. But please be informed that the software itself is donated. You only pay an administrative fee to get it, right? So in our donated software catalog, we also have many products. We have Office for Mac with no software assurance, Computer Lab only. We have Office Standards, we have project, we have publishers. So let me go to the catalog once again so that we can have a look at it together. Exactly. So it's the same process, either for the donated software, you just have to go to the catalog and select the product. And just as I mentioned, you have all the descriptions of each of the products there. Right. So let's also talk about cloud subscriptions. We have in our catalog cloud-based tools to support your organizations. And it has endless opportunities. It also reduces the risk of data loss to vary to the barest minimum. We all realize that, or most of us, if I won't say all organizations, at any point face challenges related to data loss. Either we receive testimonies from organizations mentioning that they were saving their data, document, everything on the laptop, either on the hard drive. And when there is a situation where that tool is lost, you cannot access your data anymore. So here, with the cloud solution, you can be sure that your data won't be at risk. So with cloud, you can collaborate as well. It's not only related to data, reducing the risk of data loss. Yes, you can also collaborate and communicate with your team members and partners seamlessly. We all realize that during the pandemic, during COVID-19, we all have to migrate online because of the restrictions. And with this tool, with the cloud solution, Microsoft Cloud solution, we were able to continue to work from our respective positions without coming to the office. We have a lot of tools to support with that, and we'll talk about them. And cloud also has made it possible to have meetings and everything to work more efficiently. So let me also go to the catalog so that we have a look at it. And talking about the cloud solution, we have Microsoft 365, we have Project Online, we also have IMS and Office 365 Enterprise. So let's have a look at it together. So it's the same process. So I'll just filter since that's the fastest way. Then let's look for Microsoft Cloud subscriptions. Right, you can see them here. You have Enterprise Mobility and Security. You have Microsoft 365 and Project Online. So talking about Microsoft 365, I'm sure most of you already know, you have a lot of apps, lots of useful, very useful and interesting apps that you can use within your organization. Here at WAXI, we are using Microsoft 365 and we are able to work efficiently and rapidly, right? Because of the apps like Teams, like Outlook. So you can see that you can access all these products at a very minimum fee, administrative fee, if I can put it that way, yes, which is going to be very helpful for your organization. So in addition to all that, let me show something very interesting. You can see in our catalog, you can see that we have, okay, so it's loading. We have up to 174 products. And I'm sure you are wondering why this webinar is focusing on Microsoft Office. Where you go to Donna and Company, you can see that we all know that Microsoft is a giant in the domain, right? And you can see that Microsoft have, let's say, more than 50% of our products in our catalog. You can see here the number of each product. And right here, you can see that Microsoft, we have more than more than 100 products coming from Microsoft just for non-profit organizations. And looking at that, we also offer Microsoft services. Not only we are providing you with the product, but we are also supporting you through the process via different services. And those services, solutions and services are tailored for on-premise and cloud, and they are all available for you to benefit from it. So talking about the products, the services we are offering, among them we have cloud consultation. Cloud consultation is totally free. It's a consultation service that we conduct to provide, to assess organizations, which the service help us to have a clear understanding, help us and even the organization to have a clear understanding of the Microsoft Cloud solution for their organization. And based on all those informations, we advise organizations about what they can do to strengthening their technological tools within the organization. So in addition to that, we also offer domain name redirection. This is also very important for no-profit organization, as one of the main components is for us to have a professional email address. So once you have your domain name, we also support when it comes to buying domain. So we can also support organization regarding that. And then conduct the redirection for them. The redirection help once they acquire any Microsoft Cloud solution, like Microsoft 365, to connect their domain to their server so that they will be able to generate their professional email addresses for all staff in the organization. So this is a very interesting tool as well. And it also comes at with an administrative fee. We also have Microsoft 365 Cloud Setup, which supports you through the process from the cloud consultation, installation, and also training. We are training staff, all staff, either how to manage the admin portal, or also for staff on how to use the apps that comes with in the package. We also offer email migration. So to be able to benefit from these services, you just have to go to our website, and we will have a look at it together. You just go to, let me open a new browser, and then you go to West Africa. Sorry, you go to TechSoup, westafrica.org. Okay, so here it is. So as mentioned, here you can access the technical support. Right, on this website, we have two main components. We have the technical support and the service request. I just mentioned about the service request, but regarding the technical support, anytime you acquire something, any product from us, and you are in the need of assistance, you are facing challenges, and you need support, you can request for it, and it's free of charge. We are here to support you. So let's go to the service request. Right, you can see here that we have the website consultation. We can assist you to design your website, domain name registration, website hosting and security, website development. We can see that we have many services we are offering. And of course, all these are highly discounted for non-profit organizations. So talking about the cloud services, we have cloud solution, just as I mentioned, domain name redirection, Microsoft 365 cloud setup, email migration, and we also have on-demand custom-made services, which includes software installation, basic security setup, custom tech training, and HiveMind platform, TechSoup courses. We'll talk about TechSoup courses a little bit down in our presentation. So we'll share all these links with you so that you can also have access to all these services we are offering and also benefit from it. Right, so at this stage, please, do you have any question?
Okay, thank you very much, Whitney, for this interesting presentation. Again, I've seen a couple of people put in the chat their questions. Let me go to a few. I'll come back to those who have raised their hands. Let me just take a few ones since those ones actually came first. Someone was asking, just a moment, please. Someone was asking about how is administrative fee applied? I'm asking this based on the use of the phrase may be charged. This is coming from Hope. I'm sure, Whitney, you may want to, I'm sure Hope was referring to something that you mentioned where you indicated something maybe, some cost may be charged. I'm sure you wanted to know, you wanted to have a clarifications on that. Okay. Hugo said, can you get a recording? Yes, of course, we will do that. Okay. So before you take that question, let me just also take a handful in the form of sequence. So let me start from Gabriel. Gabriel, please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. Yes, I want to ask you a question. So my first question is, when we talk about admin fee, and now for a particular product, now the product, how many users are liable to use it based on the fact that it is not, if you're looking at CSOs or NGOs, and definitely if the NGOs are buying it, they are buying it for their volunteers or their staff or their team. So I wanted to know the admin fee. Is it how does it cover in terms of license that can go across the staff? That is number one. Then number two is I also noticed that apart from you just saying this is a non-for-profit, how then do it not be limited? Because from the website, from what she said, it's just like me going to the website and then clicking on one and then buying it. So what about if I'm not a non-for-profit? So is there like a registration that makes me a means of verification to know that I run a non-for-profit organization, and that is why I am in need of this key. And my third question again is that most of the licenses that are there, although I might, maybe when I go through this full discussion, I might understand, but I need a clarity that are most of them subscription based every year, or most of them are a lifetime one fee payment for non-for-profit. Those are the three questions I have that I wanted to ask.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think I can respond to this before we let another participant come in. So you mentioned that how many users can actually use the product. That depends on you, right? Let me just take an example. Let's talk about Microsoft 365. Coming to Microsoft 365 for an organization, we have different packages. We have many packages, actually. And among them, the minimum number of users is 300 for an organization. So let's just assume that you select any package, one package, Microsoft 365 Business Premium, for example, you have up to 300 users. We have other packages which allow you to have up to 1,000 users. You can see that this is a very big, these are very big numbers, right? You also mentioned if the subscriptions are renewable or one-time payments. So talking about the cloud products, those products are renewable yearly. So the administration, the fee is for a license and it also for 1 year, right? So during the cloud consultation, we discussed about all that, and you also mentioned that how can you access it? Yes, this product, this program is only for non-profit organizations. And your question came a bit early because right after this presentation, we'll be talking about how to access, how to register. There is actually a registration process which will enable you to benefit from the product. So yes, and we also demonstrate how you can register an organization to benefit from the program. An organization has to register on the TechSoup platform and needs to be validated to be able to benefit from it. So we'll look at it later. So another question also came and asking how is the administration fee, applied. So it's based on the product you choose, right? We have, as for the donated software, it has been applied based on the work and the support the team will be providing. Talking about the cloud solutions, the fees are very little. So when you go to the, has just mentioned on the website, in our catalog, you can see them. So some of the components we also took, the team took into consideration is the non-profit status of our target audience, which are non-profit organizations, and how we can make it accessible as possible for them to benefit from it. All right, I hope I responded to your question.
Yes, okay. I don't know if there is any follow-up question, but quickly we have others because of time. Maybe we may want to proceed to them. Please, I see Teresa, your hand is up. Please, Teresa, go ahead. Then after that, Prince, you can also come up with your question. So we take them in that order. Teresa, please unmute yourself and speak. Okay, if that be the case, Prince, please, you can go ahead. Prince, if you can hear me, you can go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. Please, my question is that since these software packages are always available online for any organization to go and then download, what exactly is the motivation behind your various packages, and what are the pros and cons to check if someone is not using the right software in his or her organization?
Okay, I'll talk after Prince. Sorry.
Please, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Prince, please, you're on track.
Can you hear my question?
Please kindly just briefly repeat it.
Okay, so my question is that since these software packages are available online for anyone at all to download and then have access, what are your organization using to check if maybe the various non-governmental organizations or maybe non-profit organizations are using the right software packages? Since in a part of our world, in Africa, we don't normally go straightly to purchasing these packages online or from the right sources.
Okay, I'm sure Whitney will address your question. Teresa, please go ahead. Thank you very much.
Right before Teresa come in, I can take that.
Okay.
Then she can come in.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I think okay, go ahead, please.
So the first thing is that you cannot just go to the platform and download any software you are interested in. As I mentioned, there is a process. First thing, you have to register on the platform. You need to be validated. We have criteria. On the platform, you can also see those criteria you have to follow to be able to benefit from the program. And below, I will show us how to register on the platform and also how to benefit from the program, how to request for the product. And to ensure that you are actually receiving which product you are getting, just as I mentioned, you cannot just download the product. It's actually set up such a way that you select which product, you make an order, right? You select which product you are interested in. We receive your order. If there is a need to make payments, yes, you can make payments and contact us, and then we'll process your order. for the free software, once you make your order, you receive all the instructions to enable you to proceed with your software.
Because of time, we may take just a full few of the questions, and then we can proceed. I've seen another comment from Clean Foundation. Gabriel is saying that they were able to get the needed support during the COVID time without any issues. I think they are even asking how they can expand the users on Microsoft 365 Cloud. I'm sure it's a user count that they want to see if they can increase it. So I'm sure, Whitney, you would address that. But let me take Kelechukwu. You've been there for quite some time now. Please, if we have done justice to your question, kindly lower your hand so that it will not distract us. Kelechukwu, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the effort WACS is putting in supporting NGOs in West Africa, and my organization has been one of the beneficiaries during the COVID-19. We were supported with laptops. I heard you say something about website design or website support. An organization that has an existing website and want to leverage on this offer, how can such organization go about it? That's my question. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the efforts you people are helping. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the question. Before then, there were a question related to how to increase number of users. The process is quite simple. If you are currently using any cloud subscription, you just have to contact us and then we'll assist you regarding that. You can send an email to techsoup@wasic.org and we'll respond to it. You can also call us via the phone numbers that were posted by my colleague. And then we'll take you through the process, which is quite simple and direct. Right, you mentioned that, Mr. Kelechukwu, you mentioned that you have a website and you are looking at how you can leverage on this program to increase, for example, how the visibility for your website or anything related to your website. Yes, please feel free to contact us and we'll go through a website consultation and we can find a solution for that. So you can just go to TechSoup.westafrica.org and then select website consultation, grab this offer, you just click on it, you fill it, and then we receive it, and then we contact you. We'll contact you via a phone call or via mail to engage, discuss with you so that we can find a solution for your organization. Okay, Gideon.
Okay, so thank you very much, Whitney. Please, Ikechukwu, please, you can just lower your hand so it does not distract us. Sunday, please go ahead. Then when Sunday is done, Gabriel, and then please keep it very brief because of time. Please keep it really short so we can be fast with it. Please go ahead, Sunday.
All right. Hello, Stella. Thank you very much for such an informative session, and the rest of the team as well. I know this question is a bit removed from Microsoft, but I wanted to ask if TechSoup, because I've gone online to check with Wix. I don't know if you know Wix, the website service, and I think they have it available for people like TechSoup United States. I was wondering when that would be available on TechSoup West Africa, because that would really help us as non-profit management professionals. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Just as you said, that will be very useful for us. And that it doesn't really depend on us, but once that is available on our catalog, we'll communicate, we'll inform all our partners about it. So I cannot mention
sorry.
when that will be available now.
Okay, sorry, I was under the impression that if there is such an offer, maybe at a different region, that WASI could be proactive in like approaching the organization to see if they'll be willing to partner with TechSoup West Africa. Because I've felt really compelled in the past to sort of email weeks about it, and I thought maybe to bring it up here first to see what you think.
Yes, thank you very much for sharing that. With the team, we'll discuss about it, we'll work towards that and see, hopefully, maybe we can have it in our catalog anytime soon.
Yes, thank you very much, Whitney. Please, we are taking just 2 questions more, and then we should end the question session. Okay, so I see 3 hands. Please, Gabriel, go ahead when you are done. Chukwueze, please go ahead when Gabriel is done. And then please, the rest, you can proceed to put your question in the chat. So we could equally, we are saving the chat as well. And I'm sure we have your emails to equally respond to you in that for the sake of time. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Thank you, Gideon. I actually posted my question in the chat. Maybe probably Stella, she can read it and give an answers to that, please.
Okay, thank you. So is there, I've seen it. So I've seen a question from you about you said let me see. Please, that's Clean Foundation, right?
Yeah, I work with Clean Foundation. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure I see Clean Foundation, we just registered. Okay, so they said they just registered the Afro-Asia Association for Justice Development on TechSoup validation, but we are yet to get a response. I'm sure Whitney can respond to that. Please, Whitney.
Okay, thank you for the notification. The team is currently working on validation, and I'm sure that very soon you will hear from us. And your organization, please be assured that your organization will be validated.
Okay, thank you, Whitney. Chuku, please go ahead. Please, very brief because of time. And then when Chuku is done, got Clayton, I'm sure you can come on. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening all. Thanks so much for the powerful presentation. Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, a few months ago, I can't remember how many months, I got an email from you, and the email, the way it was sent, it's exposed so much email to other users. I think the person who sent it, gathered all the email. Instead of putting it on blank copy or somewhere, the person put it on the same tool. So it's exposed a lot of emails, and I've got a few, spam, unsolicited email as a result of that. I think that it's a big mistake and should be corrected. I don't know how that came in. Then the second question is this. Am I supposed to also register with, registered with, I'm trying to get the name, registered with WACSI, since I'm already registered with TechSoup? Thank you.
Okay, you mentioned WACS, that's WACSI, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, no, there is no platform for you to register with WAXI. So once you are registered on TechSoup, that's it. Now you mentioned about the email you received. I don't really know what it was about, but we make sure that when we are communicating, we communicate with our partner separately. In a situation where it's on a project and we are also promoting networking and collaboration, we, in that situation, there is no need for us to block or hide users, since we are talking about partnership, collaboration among partners benefiting from that particular project or working on that particular project. So I'm sure if that was your situation, maybe you are among organizations benefiting from a project from us. So thank you for the notification. That's well noted. We also take that into consideration for further communications.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Thank you too.
Okay,
So I guess I'm the next person.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so I have, so first of all, first question is I wanted to ask if most of these tools that are being provided, this catalog products, do not require an official emails, because I've been on so many package of NGOs where before I could register, I must have an official email, probably my organizational name.org or something. I cannot use Gmail or Yahoo Mail to register, because I wanted to get clarification if most of your products do not, because it's not for profit, maybe this restriction are there. And secondly, again, was that I also wanted to like make a complaint regarding the fact that I applied to for TechSoup, and this is going to a month, and I didn't get a feedback. So I applied for Microsoft also, and Microsoft told me that it is TechSoup that will approve my verification. Then I made a complaint to them. Only when they responded and promised to get back to me in 24 hours, that was when TechSoup got back to me saying they started registration. But I went through the portal and nothing has still yet been done about it. So that is why I also like, let me raise it up. So those are the two things. So I don't know what is being done from the back end.
Sorry, can you please come in again with your first question?
My first question is, I wanted to know if most of your products, since it's a non-for-profit that you're giving it out, hope it does not require official emails, because a lot of official emails like maybe wexu.org or techsoup.com as an email of registration, because I've been in so many non-for-profit plans that I cannot register with maybe clinton@gmail.com. It must be an official email before, and most NGOs, we do not really have the capacity to manage a good website, or sometimes we don't have money to renew a website if we have any. So at the end of the day, we fall back to our Gmail or our Yahoo Mail that we've been using initially while trying to run the organization. So I wanted to know if your product do not also most times requires those official emails that limit people to want to buy a product.
Your questions. You know, at TechSoup, we try to make things very easy for organizations, because we are also an organization when we understand most of the challenges we are facing. So you do not need to, it's not compulsory to have a professional email address to be able to register on the platform. With your Gmail account, with your Yahoo account, you can register on the platform. You also mentioned that you registered and you are yet to hear from us. Regarding Microsoft registration, yes, we are also doing the validation, and we sometimes, it may take time, it may take some more time, because the team is making sure that we actually have, we received a question earlier asking us how we make sure that people getting organization receiving the product are really for no-profit organization. And so this is the part to say that we are doing the validation, and sometimes it requires more more time to really ensure that we are delivering as we are supposed to. So please bear with us and be aware that we will validate your organization, and it's going to be very soon because the entire team is working on it.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay. Yes, I could see a couple of hands up again, but because of time, please kindly put it in the chat for us to, attend to it hopefully later. But let's just allow just a margin of time. Unique mappers, is it unique mappers? Yes. Please go ahead with your question. When you are done, we would have to take others in the chat instead, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Good day. Can I be heard, please?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so elated to be part of this webinar. My name is Abigail Ito, representing Unique Mappers Nigeria. We are a community NGO that engages volunteers for open data development and humanitarian response. So basically, my question is, how can we get TechStop to partner with us so we could drive community engagement? We applied, but we did not get approval from TechStop. So is there a way we could book an appointment with your organization just so we could discuss further in areas of partnership? So please, that's my question.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm seeing Unique. I don't know if that's the name. So here at WAXI, we promote collaboration, we promote partnership, and please just contact us via mail or if via phone and mention the purpose of your call, and then the team will attend to it, and we can organize, we can set up a meeting and discuss about the opportunities available for both of us.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll do just that.
All right, thank you too.
Okay, thank you very much. Or Gabriel, Chiku, kindly, if you could lower your hands. If you have any further questions, please do well to put it in the chat. Equally, we have as well shared a form, registration form, so you can please do well to complete the form so we can even reach out to you with a recorded version of this particular session. Then again, when we have all these details, to help us to reach you from time to time with some of the offers that we have. Whitney, I don't know if you have your last message or you want to just proceed to touch on a few things before we wrap up this particular session. Thank you very much.
All right, so we thank you very much, Gideon. We have few components to go through. We'll talk about also Microsoft courses, and then talk about the procedure, how the organization can register on TechSoup and benefit from the program. So talking about Microsoft courses, we have a platform with many courses, either on Excel, Teams, Power App, Word, PowerPoint, Power BI, and many more. And the trainings are led by experts tech to provide organizations with useful tools, knowledge on how to also use some of the products available. So to be able to access the platform, you just have to go to tech-ka.course.tc. The link will be shared with you. And then this is the platform. You can see that there we have many courses available for organizations at no cost. And to access Microsoft Digital Skills Center, you just have to click here and access it. We also have the courses in French. So if you have any partner who can can benefit from it and is from any French country or speak French, you can also share this with them. Right. So let's talk about organization eligible for the donation. Non-profit organizations are eligible to benefit from the organization, or non-profit organization. Let's mention civil society organization can benefit from the program, faith-based organizations as well, public libraries as well, associations, community-based organizations, all networks and coalition can benefit from the program. So if you are among those, please do not hesitate to register on the platform to benefit from the program. All right. So we have mentioned during the discussion that you can register and benefit from the program. So we'll now look at how to register, where to go for the registration, and also where to go to benefit from the program, which link will take you to the catalog. So we are using the same platform, westafrica.techsoup.global. You just have to sign up. The registration is, you sign up, you register your organization, and then you request for the product. The first thing to do is to go to westafrica.techsoup.global, and then you select your country, you choose your country. You then sign up with your personal details, proceed to validate your account, and then you add your organization. You get validated, and then you can request for donation. You can see that the process is quite simple, and the team is working hard to ensure that the process could remain easy as easy possible, just it is right now. So let's go for a demo together. So let me open a new browser. So you just type in, and I'm sure in the chat, my colleagues, we also posted the link for you. westafrica.techsoup.global. And then you select the country where the organization is based in, is registered in. We are in Ghana, so I'll choose Ghana. Yes, we have Ghana. You click on Go. And then you click on Sign Up. And then you fill in your details. So the registration is a two-step registration. You register yourself. You create an account for yourself. You just provide this few information about yourself, since you are going to manage the organization account. So when you are done with this, you receive automatically a link to verify your account. When that's completed, you just log in into your account, go to your profile, and then you add your organization, you provide your organization details. Once you submit that, we receive it, validate your organization, and you receive a notification for that. Once you receive a notification, you can now go ahead and request for the donation. You can see that it's quite simple. So please do not hesitate to go to the website, sign up, and also go through our catalog to benefit from this program. Right, we also mentioned technical support. We are committed to provide all organizations registered on the TechSoup platform with assistance, with support to help you in your digital transformation journey. Talking about the targeted tech services, we have services meant to provide nonprofit organizations with essential tools needed to promote effectiveness and resilience in their work. So we have discussed about the different services we have, such as technology consultancy and advisory, Microsoft 365 deployment, and other services we have mentioned. And all of them are accessible via TechSoupWestAfrica.org. You just go there, select which option, send your request, and then we'll assist you. All right, at this stage, we'll take questions. So Gideon, do we have questions in the chat?
We have one hand up, but I'm sure that should be, but let me just check in the chat box. I've seen, no, I think these are literally, where is the link for the registration? Someone has already done that. Okay, someone also asked for the contacts. Good, you have already put a contact there. Someone is asking that World Humanitarian, I don't know, World Humanitarian Support Foundation. They are saying, would there be any future conference that will bring all West Africa NGOs together, which can focus on girls in ICT and software product management? So that is a question from someone from World Humanitarian Support Foundation. And then someone was also asking about cybersecurity. Talk of cybersecurity, I'm going to put a document in the chat, but Whitney, please go ahead. I'll talk about that briefly at the end of there.
All right, thank you, Gideon. Talking about if we are thinking about organizing an event to bring together all organizations in West Africa, we are looking at, we all know that there are some conferences organized which are based on that thematic, but we are also looking at how to expand our services and to really enable organizations to collaborate from wherever they are. So this is also an option for us to reflect on and see what we can do about that. All right, Gideon, is there any other question?
Okay, yes, so there is just last question. Please, that will be Chuku. Please, do you want to ask any question, or your hand is still up for the previous one? Other than that, please kindly lower your hand. So, but if you want to ask a question, please, that will be our last question for the day. Okay, it appears Chuku. Anyway, so we can proceed at this moment. Thank you very much, Whitney, and thank you very much all for joining this. But it's been a very insightful presentation. And of course, I'm very excited. There are a number of opportunities that have been shared. I recall when I used to work with an IT company some time back, where we used to deploy solutions for a number of organizations, but not necessarily not for profit, but one of the usual situation that we normally encountered was NGOs coming, they want to deploy software for their work, but the cost involved is really huge to the extent that it will break their accounts. And we all know how most and non-government organizations actually, how they survive and some of the financial issues. So it was a very, very difficult moment for me to be able to work around getting something for them. Most of them, they end up not being able to purchase it. So TechSoup West Africa, Microsoft and WAXI working together to provide solutions at such affordable prices are really, really a very good one for civil society organizations. And I'm so happy most of the solutions, you just have to pay a very highly discounted fee and you are good to go. So I'm sure all participants here will take advantage of these opportunities, explore and get to know more. Of course, if you need more clarification of the things that Whitney has presented today, you are just a phone away, or you are just an email away. You could just send an email and then that will be attended to. Please do not hesitate to complete the registration form, because we'll be using it to equally send you the recorded version of this session. And then again, you'll also be using it for future opportunities that we'll be sharing with you in our database. I'm going to put a form for evaluation purposes. Please, once we are done, you could start completing it for evaluation purposes. But I for one, truly appreciate it. I'm sure Whitney would just want to say something. Or Whitney, if you want to say something before we bring it to an end.
Thank you very much, Gideon. There is a question in the chat. Considering that your products are in USD, the question is from Chrysalis Youth Foundation. Is there any provision for an NGO to pay in local currency? Yes. Yes, that's possible. You just have to pay the equivalence, and that's all. And Lord Lawson said, for my understanding, TechSoup is here to support nonprofit organizations with regards to technology, software, and ICT. Yes, you are right. May I ask, if someone doesn't have Microsoft account, can access the available packages? You can access the product available. You just have to register, even with any accounts you have. You can register your organization, get validated, and request for the product. Just as my colleague Gideon mentioned, please fill the form and the recording will be shared with you. All right, thank you very much.